guys. This is Real Housewives season 14, episode 10. So the episode starts off with Candy and Kenya doing a play date with Blaze in Brooklyn. That's her name. So they're we love to see this, see them actually being moms, that kind of involves being a housewife too. So we love to see them in this capacity. While they're there, they recap the slumber party and talking about how we love drunk Kenya, which we do. Drunk Kenya was everything. And Kenya starts to talk about Kenya more hair care. Somebody cue the drums. So they're talking about that and how she's having a hard time getting, products from overseas. And Candy tells her, she's like, you just need a team. And she was like, she just hired, a CFO to help her or whatnot. Because she's been complaining about this a few episodes now, about how she didn't have any help. And I definitely understand where she's coming from. Because when I started doing shirts, I did not think, especially these shirts took off about 2 years ago, just locally, but it was a lot. At the time, I wasn't working because we were going through COVID, so my job was shut down. So it was easy to get them out, in that sense. But once I started back working, it kept getting harder and harder to, get shirts out and get people's orders done. So I definitely understand when she says you need a team. So they and Candy is like a walking advertisement. Did you see her tags jacket? And it was cute too. I may have to go online and order that one. So they also talk about Marlo and the boys. First they talk about the trip that they're going to Blue Ridge Mountain. And Candy's whole thing is, boo, don't miss a free vacation paid for by production. That's what Candy was saying in a nutshell. Don't miss this vacation that is free because you mad at her and y'all going through y'all thing. So they talk about Marlo and the boys, and it's just like I can't get with Marlo kicking the boys out and the way she kicked them out. That's my whole thing, but we'll talk about that later. And I just feel like so many other people could have been a support system for her that she could have went to before she did that. I also feel like Candy did not have to call Marlo because Kenya definitely made her look like an asshole later. I'm just saying. Like, you called to tell her she wasn't coming. That was Kenya's job to call her, not yours. So Crystal comes over to Marlo's house. And Marlo, I guess she left the room as is so that she can, so Crystal can see what she's been dealing with. And they show a before picture how when she had to clean, people come in to clean the room, clean the house, and what it looks like now. I will say the room was a mess, but technically all those stuff was hidden in the attic and Marlo pulled them out. And I just feel like they're boys, and at the age that they are, they're going to be trifling and nasty. Okay? They're boys. That's just how I think it's a few boys that you don't have to worry about when it comes to stuff like that. They're very clean, they're very tidy. But majority of them, they just like that model. So the things you complain about, they're just boys being boys. And obviously it's not due to them it's not due to the situation with their mother, because they're doing it at Crystal's house too. And she's getting on them as you should be getting on them. And my thing is, when she walked in the house and Crystal was like, how was your day? Bitch, fuck her day. You just got off work at the hospital with all those patients. It's COVID season. And you asking her how her day was? And you got 4 toddlers and now 2 preteen boys dumped on you by her. Like, girl, fuck her day. But Crystal basically tells her that she needs more structure. Like, yes, you can give them the world, but you need to structure it. You need to tell them they need to have chores. Like, and I'm so sick of every time they talk about this, Marlo goes, well, what y'all want me to give them, food stamps? Marlo, shut the fuck up. Because those food stamp kids act better than yours. How about that? Those food stamp kids cleaning their room. Those food stamp kids ain't get smart with teachers and telling teachers that they don't make enough to talk to them. So therefore, maybe you should give them some food stamps. Maybe you should get some food stamps. Maybe if they understood struggle, which they do because they have been in a struggle, then maybe they would act better. I feel like 30 days is entirely too long for you to have them at that lady house. Just say you need a babysitter for the weekend. Because that's really what it is. They take a Uber to fucking school. Like, Marlo, what are you doing? Obviously, she doesn't know how to be a parent, but I still feel like she has too many friends that she can lean on. She could have called Nene. Nene knows what it's like dealing with boys that are acting out, because we saw her son Bryson stealing packs of gum out the damn store. So she knows what it feels like. She could have definitely talked you through that. Candy has raised her 2 nephews who were around the same age when she got them. So she definitely could have talked to you and, let you know let you know what to do. Or give you some type of advice. And she said that she had Crystal when Crystal was that age as well, when she got put into foster care. And they showed the picture, and I'm just like, I'm looking at the background like, y'all do know that's a club picture, right? Like the hood clubs too. That's the picture they take in the hood clubs. Like when you first walk in, you take a picture with all your homegirls or your homeboys. So you took your sister to a club and you thought that was good parenting. Marlo, at this point, get them kids with somebody that can do well with them. Because you ain't it, boo. I'm sorry, but you ain't it. And all these excuses, no, ma'am. So it is trip time. They are getting ready to go on the trip. And so far, we have Sheree and Marlo in one car. Then we have Candy, Drew, and Monietta in another car. And we love Monietta. Give her a peach. I'm curious to see more. She adds to the group when she's with the group. So we would love to see more of Monietta. We definitely would. And Drew's hair was everything in this scene in the car. It was everything. I loved it. Drew, do this more often. And I don't understand why they had to get luxury cars instead of a party bus. Candy them definitely could have eaten their wings on the party bus. So yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't understand why they thought they was gonna eat them saucy wings in a nice ass car. Although Candy probably could have bought the whole car if she wanted to, but still, that lady wasn't gonna let y'all do that in her car. So as they're driving up to Blue Ridge, Kenya and Sheree are talking about Marlo and Sheree are talking about why Kenya doesn't fuck with her no more. And she doesn't understand why. And I'm like, Marlo, every time y'all have a conversation, you come for her and her marriage. You come for her and her child. Like, why the fuck do you think she would fuck with you? I mean, come on. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. You know why the lady don't fuck with you. And you're doing it on purpose. You're doing it to keep this peach and keep your job on the show. And you know that's why you're doing it. But, of course, you're going to act clueless. So, they get to the house, and the house is absolutely beautiful. Listen, if Marlon don't do nothing else, she's going to provide the luxury experience now. Now, I will say, from now on, just let Marlo plan all the trips. Let her book the houses. We haven't seen the activities she's put for them yet, but definitely let her book the houses. Everybody has a good room. Everybody has a good room. Nobody can complain about the rooms. Everybody has a good room. But, in true Real Housewives fashion, they have to play a game for the room. And they play a candle game for the rooms. Each candle has a description. And they have to match the description to who Marlo thinks it describes. So, the first candle was something with delusion. And Candy said, although I do not agree, I'm guessing that's the candle for Kenya. It definitely was. I didn't agree with a lot of those candles though. I didn't. Like, I don't think Candy is good vibes and good gossip. That's definitely Sheree. Sheree know all the tea. But we want to know how you paid for that house, sis. What's tea on it? Don't say your mama. Don't say your mama. Okay, so Sheree broke her foot too, or her toe or something. Still not understanding how she did that. And Drew the whole time kept picking candles that she knew had nothing to do with her. Now that first candle, the delusions, that was Drew candle. She just wanted to throw and pick shade with Kenya, but that was definitely Drew's candle. Definitely. And so they're Marlo tells everybody to go to their room and get ready for dinner. They're leaving in about 15 minutes. And of course Sheree said that's not enough time. She said, girl, you better hold bath. She said, all these girls, all they do is hold bath. But you got a boot on your foot. You have no choice but to hold bath for the next few weeks. How you getting in the shower, girl? How? Anyways, so they get on. So they get on the bus, and once again they're talking about the boys. The boys said they saw Marlo leaving when they were in their Uber going to school or some shit like that. Like I said, I don't feel like Marlo needs a whole 30 days of a break. Some mothers don't get a 2-day break. So the fact that you need a whole 30 days to get your shit together and to figure out how to be a parent that you signed up to be, I'm confused. And the fact that nobody is calling her on this bullshit is the point that I'm like sick of it. Like, y'all should, especially Candy. I feel like Candy should definitely call her on her bullshit at this point. And don't wait till after you saw that she was talking all the shit about you to want to call her bullshit. Because she was wrong before that. Before you knew that. She definitely was wrong. Like, I'm sorry. She's had those kids for almost a year now. So she should have built a bond with them to the point where she doesn't want to be a whole 30 days without them. It should feel unnatural to not have somebody that you've been living with for over a year and they're gone for 30 days. You're not going to miss them? I bet she would miss that old white man though. Anyways. So they're at dinner. And Drew is talking about Sonya again. Between Kenya and Sonya, they live rent-free in Drew and Marlo's mind. They really do. That's all they talk about. And I feel like Ralph did say that, but I don't think he meant it the way that Sonya took it. So when she came back, it was I think it was one of those quick reactions like, yeah, y'all ain't as busy as y'all say y'all is. What she said, y'all act like y'all busy. But, I mean, according to Sonya and this meeting she just had, she is busier than them. I still don't feel like she's too busy to have a baby, though. But, hey, that ain't my uterus. So, they're sitting to the table, and Candy gets a text from Kenya saying that she's here. Is anybody asking about her? Candy says yay and no. So, Candy pulls a Malaysia from Basketball Wives and says, I gotta go to the bathroom. And comes back with Kenya. Everybody's happy to see her, of course, except for Marlo. She is not happy, but she pretends to be for a little while. So she asks Kenya, are you going to join us? And Kenya said, I haven't decided yet. I have a house of my own. Brooklyn is supposed to be coming, so, I don't want to ruin the vibes. She's like, Brooklyn is more than welcome to stay. And she's like, no. And I don't blame her. Like, why would I have my child around you? You don't want your own nephews around you, so you want my child around you while you drinking and doing all that? Girl, bye. Ain't no way. Fuck out of here. So Sonya comes in And she talks about this deal that she just made with, don't give me a lie, I can't remember what the name of the place was. But anyway, they're going to Jamaica on Sonya's tab. So look at her, new girl, and already getting them trips to out of the country. Drew, what have you got in the group so far yet besides false prophets? Okay. And I just feel like, here we go. We talking about Jamaica, and now here goes Marlo on Kenya staying to the house or not. And she feels like if you don't stay to the house, then you can't join the activities that we have planned. My whole thing is, Marlo, you not paying for shit this whole weekend. Not a motherfucking thing is coming out your pocket. Production is paying for all of it. How the fuck you gonna tell her she can't go? She already there, obviously. And I'm pretty sure her house is on production tabs too. So Marlo, I'm gonna need for you to take a step back now. This is where things get childish and just plain nasty. And because of Marlo. So Marlo wants to know what Kenya's issue is. So Kenya tries to tell her, and Marlo interrupts her. She said, listen, if you want to know what the issue is, you can't talk while I'm telling you what my issue is. Wait till I finish and then you can respond. Okay, so Kenya gets into it. She's like, you keep calling me a liar. First time I was lying about carrying a child, which I feel like was kind of fucked up. Then the lie became I was lying about me being sick. And it's just like this relationship, this friendship is toxic. You keep saying how you love me and you love us and you just want to see us win and all this stuff. But then you turn around and you say nasty things about us and you just a nasty person. When I tell y'all, Kenya, she read her down for filth and she didn't curse at her. She gave her that real shit. And here go Marlo. She's like, well, I've been in the same situation. I've been hurt too and all the... Marlo, that had nothing to do with the price of tea in China, and you know it. Nothing. And I feel like there's at least 5 more things Kenya could add to her list to be mad at Marlo about. At least 5. Because she stayed talking trash about her. Every time they have a conversation, she brings up Mark in a negative way. Like, why you keep talking about that man? That man that don't want to be a part of this show. That man, she is leaving. Like, where's your man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That ain't her man no more. She leaving. He did her trash. He spoke to her in bad ways. You know, she's leaving him. She's doing what she's supposed to do. But where's yours? Exactly. So from the previews, and that was the end of the episode. And from the previews, it looks like Kenya won't be missing too much of nothing. They were jumping on a trampoline. They could have did that at home. I'm sure Candy has a trampoline in her house. Almost positive. So that is my review, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter for live tweets at Diamond Hustle 19. Follow me on Twitter, you guys. Thank you.